Alright everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of this career mode. Now, just as I started, I'm going to play my first friendly versus Academica. I'm so sorry for my pronunciations. I'm going to play my very first game of this series, which will be obviously just a friendly. But it should be a good idea to see what players are playing well for me and see what aren't. It gets a good idea of some players that fit into the system. Means obviously I've got a lot of players with decent ratings, but they might not always work. I mean, I'm going to start with a 4-2-3-1 as I've always said. Right, so this is the team I'm going with. It's just going to be a pretty standard team. Eddie Nilsson getting his very first game. Ridgewell, I'm putting him in there, seeing what he's going to be like. Frimpong as well. He's only 67, but I think he could be a good player. And Bernardo Silva, the 69 rated cam, who I've got very high hopes for. Before I start, I know this camera is really quite far zoomed out, but it gives me the best view of the pitch. But if you don't like it, then just let me know and I can change it. And by the way, I'm playing on world class. I wanted to do legendary, but I just feel it's so unrealistic that it's just a crap experience, so I'm going to stick with world class. If it gets a bit too easy, I'll move to legendary, but probably not. It's a pretty crap game so far. I can't really get hold of the ball. They're keeping it well. Oh, what a touch that was. Go on, Bernardo. Bernardo Silva's been good so far. He's got very good close control and a great pass as well. Look at that. Ah, that's a good shot, but good save. Not a bad half. I started to come into it a little bit more at the end of the first half. I'm going to do a few subs actually, just to try out more players. It's only a friendly after all, it doesn't really matter if I don't win. I'll take Ferdinand off because I know he's a good player. I don't really need to start him. I'm going to put on Tom Thorpe. He's actually a Man United youth player. As you can see, he's really low rated, but I want to see what he's like. I'm going to put Andrade on for Silva. He's also a very young player. Got a lot of pace, but he's only young. He's got some decent stats, but obviously a lot to improve yet. I'm going to put Butner on as well for Ridgewell, because Butner's going to be a key player for me, so I might as well see if I can get as much out of him as possible. Good tackle. Well played, Eddie Nilsson. He's actually really surprisingly good at the back. I mean, I mainly bought him to have them overlapping runs and to be a pretty skillful right back. But so far he's proven to be really strong at the back. Here we go. Oh, that was a lovely finish. I went for the chip, but he didn't really chip it, he sort of just like caressed it into the corner. But that's it, my first ever goal of this career mode, scored by Januzaj. Not particularly a surprise there, but a great ball by Welbeck that was. Or was that Welbeck? I don't want to sound racist there, but it was either Welbeck or Frimpong. Here we go, Andre. Look at that. This guy's quality. But he can't cross. I'm much happy with the second half so far, not just because of the goal, but the way I've played so far. I think the subs haven't really done much themselves. Butner actually has been pretty good, but I've definitely got into the game more. Eddie Nilsson again, what a header that was. This formation has proved pretty good because it's quite solid defensively, and it's also allowed me to counter-attack as well as get a lot of players on the ball and play out wide. Andrade again, this guy has been absolutely brilliant. Great cross. What? What? Why is that a penalty? I just scored a great header with Welbeck from a great move and he gives a penalty. Oh, did it hit his hand? Don't tell me it was a penalty because it hit his hand, really? Right, let's give it to Welbeck since he actually scored the goal. Oh, that was lucky, but after that disallowed goal, I don't really care. See, that was a comfortable win in the end, but they did have quite a lot of possession in the first half. I did change it in the second half, I did come into the game more and that helped me get the 2 goals. But as you can see from the match stats, I did deserve to win there. I dominated shots. Possession was pretty equal, but a decent performance. Danny Welbeck, man of the match. He got a goal and an assist. That's not surprising. Hey boss, I was hoping you might be rotating the squad and you would give me a chance to play. Piss off. Someone did suggest a goalkeeper, so I'm going to have a look at that keeper and I'll scout him as well. I've got a decent 2 million budget left, considering I spent 1.7 on Eddie Nilsson. They're still decent. There we go. Christian Bonnelet. Oh, staff's busy, so they can't scout him. You know what, I'll inquire about him because his contract's expiring in 11 months, so that should mean he's quite cheap. This is the guy who I was considering, Santos. I'm going to, Ayrton Ribeiro Santos. So I'm going to inquire about him and then offer lower than whatever they suggest. I've got another friendly now against Valencia this time. This is definitely going to be a harder game. But even though it's a harder game, I'm going to play a completely different team. Because like I said, once again, you just want to get used to players when you're playing friendlies. So I've gone for a completely different team. Pretty much every player didn't start the last game, apart from Andrade, who came on as a sub, but I'm going to play him anyway. And one thing I did notice actually is Bernardo Silva has already gone up 1 rating. He's played 1 game. Well, he played 1/2 of 1 game and he's gone up to 70. But that's really good. That's the sort of growth I want. I'm wanting players to go up quickly. Uh-oh. A lot of space now. Oh, that was poor goalkeeping, that was. But Valencia have taken 7 minutes to get the lead. Oh, my defence was too high up and they sort of punished me for that. Come on, Giggs. I put Giggs at left mid, his old position. Position in which he played so well for so many years. Right, at this point Valencia just scored, but I lost the footage somehow. It was a bit corrupted. I'm sorry about that, but yeah, Valencia's just scored a basic header really and made it 2-0. But I'm struggling to get into this game at the moment. Valencia, they're not dominating, but they're just being really effective on the counter-attack. No, through again now. This could get quite bad if I don't watch my defending. Valencia have got so many players back. I mean, literally they've got 9 players back and they've got 1 up front, so it's so hard to break them down at the moment. Yeah, this is a bit of a boring game. I just can't seem to get any sort of grip. Valencia are a better team, obviously. I've also got an experimental team out. So there we go. It was a 2-0 win to Valencia. Not a very good game, really. They were the better team. Did have better players as well, so it was to be expected. I don't think I played too bad, as you can see. It was a pretty bland game. Both teams had 3 shots, but Valencia just put away 2 shots. So what can you say about that? But it's only a friendly, so it doesn't really matter. Something to note as well, that Cuckoo Martina, the player who I got a right back in for in Eddie Nilsson, got man of the match at 6.8. He did play alright actually. I still think Eddie Nilsson's better, but he'll definitely be a decent backup for sure. The 2 strikers, Johnny Russell and Mike Maggi, didn't play well at all. Russell got a 4.0. He did come on after 60 minutes, but even so, that was pretty bad. So that keeper I inquired about, Bonilla, has got a 1.6 million suggestion from the club, which is quite a lot, to be honest. I don't know much about the player either. I've just heard that he's a good player. Someone made a comment about him. I think the best thing to do would be to scout him, but you know what, let's put an offer in, but I'm not going to put anything near 1.6 million in. I'm going to put 900,000 in. That's a lot lower than what they want, but if I can get it for that, that'd be great, but I don't think I will. That player inquired about Ayrton, who was valued at 1 million, is out on loan, so I can't buy him, which is a bit disappointing because he did seem like a good realistic target to get. So unsurprisingly, they rejected my £900,000 offer. But they have put a 1.2 million price tag, which is quite good considering they put him at 1.6 in the first place. What I'll do is that keeper who I just tried out, the 60-rate keeper who I didn't think was very good, I'll offer him in exchange, because that will definitely take down the amount that I have to use by a lot. So I'll put Herrera in. He's worth 400,000. So if I offer that plus 600, let's go for 700,000, considering that keeper isn't that good at all. I think that could get accepted. Hopefully they don't mind having that shitty keeper in exchange. If they're not interested in the player I offered, no surprise because he's wank anyway. So I'll just go with the cash offer of 1.05 million, which is lower than what they wanted. But I don't want to pay too much for a keeper, which I don't know much about. If I can get the keeper and the CDM, then that'll be a pretty good transfer market. I'll be happy with that. So I'm still after a CDM really. I haven't really got my eyes on anyone in particular. All my inquiries or offers or scouts haven't really given me someone who's realistic yet. Oh, that's good. They've accepted my Christian Bonilla transfer offer, which was 1.05 million compared to the 1.6 that they originally offered. That's really good. Got it down quite a lot there. So we'll put him. Obviously not going to be first choice. He's not going to be anywhere near Lindegaard just yet. But we'll put him as a squad rotation player. I'll use him in the cup games and stuff like that. Oh no way! I forgot a message saying that someone's put a bid in for 1.1 million from Bonilla. So shit. That means I might not get him. But my transfer offer has already been accepted. Right then, now it's time to play my first competitive match, which will be the Capital One Cup. So this is a cup that I consider myself to be able to do well in. I mean, obviously, I probably won't win it because there's obviously a lot of better teams in the Premiership and stuff. But I think I've got a good chance to get quite far in cups like this, and you also get quite a lot of money for doing well. So it is important that I do win games like this. I think I'm going to go for the 4-4-2 diamond because it means I can use 2 strikers and also get quite a lot of wing play down there as well. So I'm going to go for a 4-4-2 diamond. Okay, so this is the team I'm going with. It's a pretty strong team. It's obviously a 4-4-2 diamond. Bernardo Silva, I've decided to put him in front of Giggs simply because I want him to get up as quickly as possible. He's already gone up 1 rating. McLean, as you might have noticed, has gone up to 74. He did start off as 73. So this is it. This is my first competitive game of this career mode with this completely new team compared to the Man United of today, or the real Man United. Oh, I thought that was in. I thought that was in. Good header that. Unlucky. Oh shit, no, not like this. Good ball there. Ooh, that was close. I started off really strong, but Wolves have come back into it a little bit. They've had a few chances. Oh, great ball though. Maggi now. Welbeck's making a great run. Here we go. Oh, how did he not win the header? Right, so it's half time now. 0-0. A pretty end-to-end game. Wolves have come into it a lot more in the second half of the first half. Here we go. No one in the box. Oh, where are the strikers? Welbeck and Maggi should have been making the run in there. Here we go, Maggi. Oh, that was close. That was his weak foot, I think, as well. I've just put Giggs on and also put Frimpong on just for that bit more solidity in defence. Well, hopefully they'll make a bit of a difference. Giggs, obviously. But Bernardo Silva, who was a little bit tired. Right, so I've had an injury. Looks like Kone is injured, which is disappointing. But unfortunately, I've got a centre back on the bench and I've got one sub left. So Hovland's coming on for him. Hopefully Kone isn't out for too long. McLean's been great so far. He's kept skinning the right back on every occasion. Portner has had so much of the ball. He's been brilliant so far. Both my fullbacks have been great. Right, so it's extra time now. My first ever game, which is a bit annoying. I was hoping to get it done in 90 minutes, but it's been a pretty decent game. You'd be surprised. I've used all my free subs, so I can't do anything. I've just got to hope that the players don't get too tired or pull a hamstring or something like that. Oh, how did they miss? I cocked that up so badly, but somehow we missed. Ugh. Oh, you are not serious. What the that was not me, by the way. I don't know what the fuck happened, but someone just decided to come and like head it into the goal. Yeah, Rio Ferdinand. What the fuck? Did he even touch it? But just gotta move on from it. I've got 15 minutes now to get another goal. Here we go. Oh, what a save. Oh, but I've got a reply. They scored literally in the 105th minute, and so have I. The same half. It was a good cross, that as well. Welbeck could have scored, but Januzaj following in there. Great ball, that was perfect. And then Januzaj with the header. This looks like now it's going to fizzle out to penalties, which wouldn't be too bad. But I'd really love to get a winning goal, obviously. That was a pretty good game, you know. As you can tell by the stats, I've had more shots. But it will fizzle down to penalties. I've got the better goalkeeper, but that might not mean much. Oh, how has that not been saved? It went through his foot. Yeah, nice penno. Ah. Oh, down the middle, and he predicted it. Oh, what a save. I hit the bar. I think I saved it as well. Bonner, who's had a brilliant game. Could he score the penalty as well? Nope. Oh, shit. Yes. Get in there. Oh, shit. So it's still even with a few penalties to go. Top right, please. Oh, what a penalty that was. Eddie Nilsson. It was pretty much sudden death now. Oh, that was a good penalty. That was a good penalty. Come on, McLean. Oh, no. So I've lost my first cup game. This series might be a little bit harder than I thought. Losing to a League One team at the first step. To be fair, it was a good game. I got bullshitted out by some dodgy goal from Rio Ferdinand. But apart from that, I think there's quite a few positives to take. It was only my first game, I remember, so my first competitive game, so there's still a long way to go. My main aim is to get promoted, so it's a bit annoying also that I'm knocked out of the Capital One Cup, because that could have been a good money maker, but I've still got the FA Cup, so I'm not too concerned. But at the same time, it would have been nice to get through the rounds. Oh, piss off, Vanilla. He wants a bigger role at my club, which is why he hasn't accepted the contract. Well, I'm not going to lie, I put him as a squad rotation player because he's not going to be first choice. It's quite simple. But I don't know why he's being a fanny about it. I might just offer him another contract and put him as like first team player so he accepts it. Oh, that's bad news. Kone suffered a sprained ankle and will be out for 4 weeks. So yeah, that's not good news, but I've still got a few centre backs as backup, so that shouldn't be too bad. So I'm going to make another offer for Benilla. Oh shit, he's gone to Brindlesborough. Fucking balls. Oh well. I'll just leave him then. He was a bit of a bitch anyway. So next up is my first match of the championship season, which is what I've been waiting for, which is against Yeovil away. So make sure you tune in next episode for that one. I'll hopefully get a few more championship games in then, and we'll start to buy a few more players as well before the transfer market ends. I'm still looking to get at least 2 players, so my squad will be improved for sure. But yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. As always, transfer suggestions, improvements for the series, or whatever you want to comment on about is welcome. And I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.